Today we're going to be checking out the newest vinyl record mixtape from Vinyl Moon called LIBERTAS. Now, I have no idea what kind of cool stuff is in here, so we're going to open this up and find out. Hey friends, welcome to Eyezz. I am Jarrett New, and today we're going to be talking about this brand new record mixtape from Vinyl Moon called LIBERTAS. Now, this is volume number 17, which means that this is the 17th record release from Vinyl Moon. And if at this point you're still not aware of Vinyl Moon, then you definitely should be, because their records are truly one of a kind. Basically, the way Vinyl Moon works is that each and every month they release a brand new colored vinyl record mixtape and then mail it right to your door. Now, when I say mixtape, I mean that all 10 tracks on the record are by a different band or artist. So with each and every record release, you're discovering a lot of new music. And they even go the extra mile by including lots of beautiful artwork. So they're really cool, and if you want to check them out for yourself, I'll have their link in the video description below. Now, speaking of the artwork, there was a special Easter egg hidden inside last month's record release that a lot of people, including myself, missed. So the record we're talking about is volume number 16 called Breathing Shadows. And if you want to check out that record in detail, you can watch the video I made about it, which is right here. Now, here is the secret that I'm going to share with you. If you take out all of this stuff in the record jacket, you might notice that there's this white spot in the back of the record jacket. This area actually glows in the dark. Yeah, that spot right there. So being that there's a large hole punched in the front cover, you'll be able to see this glow-in-the-dark spot from the front. Now, all you have to do is charge this area by placing it near some sort of a light source, like a window, a light bulb, or even a strong flashlight if you got one. In this case, I'm using an LED flashlight. So basically, you hold it like that, and after you turn off all the lights, you should be able to see this glowing spot right here. And it kind of looks like the moon. And also, if the light hits it from a different angle, it's going to charge in an uneven circle, kind of like the moon. So that's a really cool little effect. And you can even put small items over the circle, like a leaf or a coin, and you can make lots of interesting patterns. So this little Easter egg proves once again that Vinyl Moon cares just as much about the packaging as they do with the music. So that's really nice. Alright, now I'm gonna shut up. Let's check out the new record, LIBERTAS. Okay, so as usual, everything is packaged very well, which is nice because that protects our records during shipping. Alright, now let's see what we've got. Well, first off, we get the record here on top, and then we get the booklet right underneath that. Okay, so packaging aside, let's check out the booklet. Now, as I said earlier, this custom booklet goes with volume 17, which is called LIBERTAS. So if we go ahead and open this up, we see that there's a little note here inside from Brandon about how this mixtape is named after the Latin word for freedom, which is libertas. And he describes how this concept of freedom goes along perfectly with Alessandro Cripsta's artwork on this specific mixtape, which Brandon describes as both timeless and bold. Also, Brandon talks about some of his favorite tracks on this release and how each song seems to have its own deeper meaning, which only reveals itself the more you listen to it, which is pretty cool. And of course, on the left-hand side, we also get the track list. But what's interesting is that side A actually has 6 tracks instead of the normal 5, so that's a nice surprise. Now, as usual, the booklet also has all of the artwork and lyrics from all of the bands featured on this mixtape. And it also includes their SoundCloud links in case you want to check them out for yourself online. Okay, so let's go ahead and check out the record. Well, first off, on the cover, we see what looks like a woman with long flowing hair in between some mountains. And it also looks like she has flames shooting out from her head. Also, we get some abstract art of what looks like an arrowhead necklace rising out of some kind of a water pitcher. And finally, at the bottom left, we get some kind of a blue flower. So overall, the front cover is pretty abstract, so basically it can mean whatever you want it to mean. Now we flip the jacket over, and on the back we see a long narrow road with a mountainous landscape on the horizon, a full moon, and another arrowhead on the right hand side. And of course we also get the track list right down here at the bottom. And as I said earlier, all of the original artwork on this release comes from the artist Alessandro Cripsta, who's based in Milan, Italy. And that's another cool thing about Vinyl Moon. They work with different artists on every single record release, so basically every new record is going to look very different than the one before it. Now, if we go ahead and open this up, we get even more eye-catching artwork. We got everything from a liquor bottle over here to another woman's head with flames shooting out, and even some more arrowheads. Now, in addition to the artwork, what's really cool is how everything kind of seems to unfold. I can honestly say that this is the first record in my collection that has this sort of unique record jacket. The record itself is kind of cocooned in the center of the jacket, kind of like a kangaroo's pouch, so that's really interesting. And speaking of the record, let's take a closer look at it. Here it is, and as you can see, it's got this majestic beauty that I think fits the artwork very well. The main color is a kind of desert sand tone, and then we've got vibrant orange and blue and white wisps kind of included in the mix as well. So all of these colors kind of combine to create this nice looking marble texture. Alright, enough about the packaging. I'm gonna pop this on the turntable and I'll let you guys know what I think. Alright, we're back. Now, sorry I couldn't play any of that music for you guys, but as we've discussed, YouTube doesn't like it when we play copyrighted music. So first off, on side A, we got a song called Grime X Gold by the band Stray Echo, who are based out of New York, New York. Overall, this is a solid dance track that has a smooth and sexy feel. It's basically about a guy trying to win a girl's affection, and I thought it was really well done, so that's why it got my attention. And the next song also involves love. It's a track called Anybody Out There by the band Young Mister, who's based out of Waynesville, North Carolina. This is a kind of angsty indie pop song about a guy looking for love, or just anyone really who he can relate to. It's the song of a dude who's kind of pondering and dwelling on life's bigger purposes. At least that's how I see it. Now we flip the record over and side B is pure platinum. Seriously, every song on this side is freaking incredible. In fact, it was really hard for me to choose which songs I liked the most because they were all amazing. It was like trying to decide which is cuter, kittens or puppies. It's impossible, they're both adorable. Actually, on a side note, just vote right here which one you think is cuter. Anyways, as far as the music, here is what I finally came up with. The very first track on this side is called Forever Never, and it's really good. It comes to us from the band Yours, who are based out of San Francisco, California. And this song is a very lighthearted, catchy, fun track that had me tapping my feet, bobbing my head, cranking up the volume, and even snapping my fingers, I kid you not. It's a lively, creative, and overall a happy song that's sure to brighten your day. Next up, we have two knockout tracks that are both amazing. And this is the first time I've ever said that about two tracks on the same record, so this is kind of a special moment. The first knockout track is called Maps by the band Eyezz, and they come from right here in Los Angeles, California, but I didn't pick them because of that reason. I picked them because this song is a great lively dance track. It has a perfect bass line, whispered vocals, and an unconventional, kind of quirky, out-of-the-box style that I immediately fell in love with. It is definitely the track you play when you want to bring some life into your party. And finally, the second knockout track follows right after that one, and it's called Richest Man in the World by the band Midnight Mystery Club, and they come from San Luis Obispo, California. Now, just like the first knockout track, this is also a great song to play for your friends at the next party because it is awesome. In addition to a great beat, it's got perfect synths, a fat bass line, and dreamy vocals that descend straight from the heavens. It's smooth, it's fun, and it's got a good mixture of both bass and shimmer, so it's just a cool track that you should definitely listen to. So yet again, another great release from Vinyl Moon that I'm super happy to have in my collection. Now, what do you guys think about the music? Let us all know down in the comments below, and if you love music, join the Vinyl Army and hit subscribe, because I'm going to be coming out with a lot of great videos every week that you're not going to want to miss. Be sure to find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and more. All of my social media links are down in the video description below. And most importantly, guys, have a fantastic day and keep spinning that vinyl. I still can't decide.